Good morning, guys. How's everybody this morning? Excuse if I have the old bags under the eyes. It's all for a good cause. I was this morning doing the gym. And I had a great workout this morning. And so don't mind the tired look off the head. But it's time for a Monday rant. I must get a jingle going for that now, to be honest. Yeah, just a few things to touch on this morning. One of them is my own topic, and two of them are topics that people sent in, which is great. I love that. But the first one is going to be my own topic, and it's Humbuggers. You know, I'll tell you what it is with me. I'm a very Christmas orientated person. It's nothing to do with like singing or anything like that. I always have been since I was a young age. You know, I've always been into Christmas. And that's just the way I am. You know what I mean? Like, we, as a family, like, we used to be the ones getting up at, like, you know, 4 and 5 in the morning. And still, when I lived with my mum's, I used to get my nephew out of the bed at that time as well. I'm just very much into it. So, you know, I don't particularly have any kind of a problem with someone putting their tree up in November. I don't give a shite, because as far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business or anybody else's fucking business what anybody else does. So if you want to put your tree up, you go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I saw something there on Instagram yesterday that your woman Stacey Solomon, who I actually follow on Instagram, the thing I like about her is she's quite real. Do you know what I mean? There's no airs or graces about her. You know, she talks about everyday things, and you know, she's a good egg. And she put up her tree and she had it all over Instagram, and you know, they were giving her loads on loose women and stuff like that, and I was kind of, your fucking own business. But in regards to me then, from my side, it's a kind of thing that for me it's to do with beep beep. That's right. And for me it's basically more to do with, like, say for instance, I'm at the stage now where it's kind of late November, nearly into December, and with my gigs I'm inquiring before I do them, am I to do Christmas songs or not? You know what I mean? Like, I was out on Saturday night and it was, oh definitely, and I was in the Hole in the Wall, which is probably one of the most festive places I've ever come across in my life. So they went down really good, but there was a crowd. A few friends of mine from 22 years ago came up with a big crowd. We were all up dancing, and you know, I'd been doing Christmas songs in the first half, and I always around this time finish off with 2 or 3 of them. And one of the girls that was dancing, so I'm not going to slag her, because in fairness she supported me on Saturday night. She was up dancing while I was singing and stuff like that. But like, you know, she came up to me at the end of the night, oh, what's your last 2 songs? And I said such and such, and then it kicked into Shakin' Stevens, Merry Christmas Everyone. And she was like, and you know, she encouraged 2 or 3 people to sit down because it was a Christmas song. And I was just going, seriously, get a fucking grip. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you don't want a fucking thing, you don't need to make a big fucking song and dance about it. Just sit the fuck down. Do you know what I mean? That's it, like, you know what I mean? And like, I think she wanted me to do Tina Turner Simply the Best. Ain't gonna fucking happen. But as I said, I love Christmas, and I finished off a Fairy Tale in New York, and the gas thing was, I looked over and there's your woman fucking singing her heart out, you know? So Humbuggers to me can go and fuck off, to be honest with you, because as far as I'm concerned, if someone wants to have their tree, if someone wants to start celebrating Christmas mid-November, you just fucking do it. Fuck everybody else. Now, secondly, what was the other thing? Yeah, the first topic was, oh yes. Obviously, because we're talking about Christmas and stuff like that, I will tie this one in as well. Is, I don't agree, and I've never agreed with spoiling your kids at Christmas to the point that you're putting yourself into unnecessary debt for a few months or a year or whatever after Christmas. Christmas is one day. The way I treat it with Millie is, and even with my older girl years ago, it would have been a kind of limit putting it, and you know what I mean, when she was young, and that was the way it was, and you know what I mean, she got everything she asked for, but it was within the realms of a certain price range. And but with Millie as well, like, see, what I do is with Millie, and so does Jen, like, I would reward Millie kind of all year round, do you know what I mean? So like, if she's really doing well in school, or you know, she's doing well in her kickboxing, or she, you know what I mean, stuff like that. I don't wait till Christmas to kind of tell her how good she is. I will buy her something as a little reward. Now it might be only €15 out of Smith's. It could be a doll she was looking at, it could be a teddy bear she was looking at, but if I think she's been good enough, I'll buy it for her. I don't deny Millie just because it's not Christmas time. Do you know what I mean? So this thing about, you know, like kids going, I want, that is a load of bollocks. Because I can tell you now, even though we were looked after well as kids, we weren't fucking well off, we weren't rich, we were comfortable enough. My dad he had a great job, and he was a member of the guards, and he was, you know, high enough up in the guards, and you know, but I think the way my mum and dad treated it was, what we asked from Santa, if we deserved it, we got it. Do you know what I mean? But if we were little bastards all year round, you're not going to be getting that bike off Santa that you look for. Do you know what I mean? But thankfully, Santa always looked after us. So, but this thing about, you know, a kid going, I want for a mobile phone that's worth like €700 or €800, and they're not even hit teenage years yet. Guys, wise the fuck up, will you? Because I'll tell you one thing, once you hit that plateau, you can never come back down from it. Do you know what I mean? So if you buy a kid when they're 11 a phone for €600 to €800, how do you tell them the following year, just on the off chance that things have worsened in your financial situation, how do you tell them the following year that they're only getting something worth €300 and that's going to be it? Do you know what I mean? I just don't agree with that. As I said, it's not a mean thing, it's just to do with, I think kids need to know the value, and as I said, it shows that the spoiled little brats turn out to be little bastards in school, bullying people, and you know what I mean, the mother and father thinks their shit stinks of roses. Do you know what I mean? And they're going, hi ma'am. I know a few kids in particular, and I know their mum and dads, and I know they're causing fucking mayhem in school, and yet I see them with their mum and dads, and they're like, hi, you know what I mean? And I feel like just turning around and going, that spoiled little brat beside you is causing mayhem. But of course, mommy and daddy are fucking heading the clouds, you know, and you know what I mean? My kid's an angel. So I'm just thinking, the topic I'm touching on is, I think kids should get what they deserve, not because they want. Do you know what I mean? As in, they've done well, and like, don't wait till Christmas to fucking, you know, put yourself into debt. Like, if the kid deserves something through the year, get them a little fucking present. Do you know what I mean? When payday comes, get them that little teddy they were looking for, that LOL doll, or, do you know what I mean? You don't have to wait till Christmas to buy them something for a fucking €1,000. You know what I mean? That they might break in 2 weeks' time when they're out with their pals, and then they're crying at you for another fucking phone worth $1,000. Fuck off. Seriously, wise up, guys. But thirdly, what was the other thing? Oh yeah. This is a very important one now, and actually someone sent me in this last week, but I did witness it myself. Again, I'm not pointing the finger at anybody, because, you know, it's a topic that was raised with me, but I do agree. And we were actually pulling out of a garage last week, and I witnessed it myself. And it was, I've had, over the years, any car I've had, I would have never even dreamed of smoking in it if any of the kids were getting back into it. So I have my house since, I bought my house in 2005, and I think I have smoked in it maybe, I'd say in 15, what is it today? Yeah, so 14, 15 years. I think I've smoked in it all of about 10 times, and I think they were kind of having people back, or it was a house party or whatever. Other than that, I don't. But I witnessed it last week. We were pulling out the garage up on the Ferry House Road, and I could see this woman sparking up in the back, but I was kind of going, I thought I could see a baby seat, and I had to go into the shop, so you have to pay for your fuel beforehand. Now, first of all, she was smoking in a fucking petrol garage, so seriously, fucking dime bar. But she, like, how can I explain this? I went in and it just shocked me to the core, because there was a kid it can't have been more than, I would hazard a guess and say maybe 3.5, 4, sitting in a booster seat or a baby seat beside her. Now granted, she had the window open, but I could see the smokers going into the fucking car. And there's the mum and dad sitting in the fucking front of the car. I know when one of them had gone into the shop. But like, you're just kind of going, can you not fucking wait till you get home and go out the fucking back? Or go out the front and have a smoke? Like, do you know what I mean? Do not smoke in the car that a kid's getting into. Or do not smoke in the car, you know what I mean, ever with a fucking kid in the car. Do you know what I mean? I just think that is fucking vile. And it was someone suggested it to me on the private messages on Instagram. And it is something, obviously, I don't think much about it because I don't do it. But it was only that I'd witnessed it myself in the garage. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. And even Millie said it to me. She was in the back of the car and she saw, like, and Millie now wouldn't miss a fucking trick now, you know what I mean? She said it to me. She says, Dad, is that woman having a blower, as she calls them? Now I'm going to be hopefully giving them up after Christmas. That's my plan now for the New Year complete. I only smoke when I have a drink, but like, and I shouldn't be either, to be honest with you, because of the volume I smoke. Probably, maybe, I don't know how many a week. If I don't go out drinking, I don't smoke. So I should have the willpower. I have the willpower to do everything else, so I'm going to do this. But yeah, I just don't agree, guys. I just think it's a bit mad now, to be quite honest with you. I just think that you can kind of wait to have one at the door before you get into the car, or wait to get out of the car. Don't have one in the car and then strap a kid into the fucking back of the car. Do you know what I mean? It's just wrong. You know what I mean? So anyway, happy Monday to you all. Have a good day. #InRains.